Good afternoon, Committee on Finance. We'll have is making appropriation to provide for the expenses of the legislature. Welcome, everyone. Before we begin, we have some instructions at the request of the Chief Clerk. So for this hearing, please keep yourself muted and your video off while waiting to testify. And after your testimony is complete, the Zoom chat function will allow you to chat with the technical staff only. Please use the chat only for technical issues. If you're disconnected unexpectedly, you may attempt to rejoin the meeting. If disconnected while presenting testimony, you may be allowed to continue if time permits. Please note the House is not responsible for any bad internet connections on the testifier's end. In the event of a network failure, it may be necessary to reschedule the hearing or schedule a meeting for decision making. In that case, a notice will be posted at a later time. Please avoid using any trademark or copyrighted images. Please refrain from profanity or uncivil behavior. Such behavior may be grounds for removal from the hearing without the ability to rejoin. And with that, we will proceed with testimony for House Bill 2500. First up, it is Mr. Brian Takeshita.
Chair, Vice Chair, and members, thank you very much. I'm Brian Takeshita, the House Chief Clerk. I stand in support of the measure and will be available for questions at the appropriate time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next up is Office of the Auditor.
Good afternoon. My name is Les Kondo, and I'm the State Auditor. Thank you for the opportunity to testify in the proposed budget of my office. You know, in pre-COVID sessions, I would be introducing Daria Lloyd-Goto right now, who would be sitting right next to me. Daria is the Deputy Auditor. I think many of you know Daria, and she's such an important part of this office. And as the session progresses, she very likely will be testifying on certain bills. So we support the portions of the bill that are applicable to my office. Those are sections 6, 7, 8, and 12. You know, we appreciate your support of my office. We really are a valuable resource to the legislature to help you understand how programs are performing. Those are programs that the legislature establishes and legislature funds. You know, whether they're achieving their statutory purpose and doing so effectively, efficiently, and ethically. If you ever have questions about our work, including our audits, I encourage you to contact me or Daria. We're always available to explain our audit findings as well as our audit process. You know, and to a person, we are committed to making government better. We appreciate the opportunity to testify and your consideration of the bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kondo. Next is Office of the Ombudsman.
Aloha, Chair Luke and members of the committee. I am Robin Matsunaga. I'm the State Ombudsman. I stand on my written testimony in support of the bill and appreciate the support that your committee has always provided to my office. And if any of you have any questions for me, I will be happy to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Matsunaga. Next up is Hawaii State Ethics Commission. Congratulations, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Chair. Aloha. My name is Robert Harris, testifying on behalf of the Hawaii State Ethics Commission. We'll stand on our written testimony and are available for any questions you might have.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Next up is Legislative Reference Bureau.
Good afternoon, Chair Luke and members of the committee. Am I up? I'm Charlotte Carter Yamauchi, the Director of the Legislative Reference Bureau. We stand on our written comments requesting an increase to the Bureau's budget amount contained in Section 9. This would be to correct a mathematical miscalculation and to provide additional funds to upgrade cybersecurity standards set by the ETS and being implemented by the House and the Senate. Thank you for the opportunity to provide comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up is League of Women Voters Hawaii. Okay, next up is Gerard Silva. There, okay, that's all the testifiers. Any questions, members? If not, let's go into decision making. Okay, so for House Bill 1200 or 2500, the recommendation is to pass with a HD1, adding to the legislative budget $12,289 for the Legislative Reference Bureau as referenced in their testimony. With that, any questions, any discussions? If not, Vice Chair, can you take the vote?
Members voting on House Bill 2500. Recommendation of the chair is to pass with amendments. Chair and Vice Chair vote aye. Representative Bronco? Aye. Representative Eli?
Aye.
Representative Hope?
Aye,
Turn your camera on.
I'm right here, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Aye. Representative Kobayashi?
Aye.
Representative Martin?
Aye.
Representative Nishimoto? Excused. Representative Peruso? Excused. Representative Sayama? Aye. Representative Tam? Aye. Representative Wahlberger? Tina, you got to unmute.
Aye.
Yamashita? Representative McDermott? Excused. Chair recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. With that, hearing is adjourned.